Red Wings fans out there.
Blue down.
All right, well, as you said, I'm John. I run that blog, Light the Lamp. You know what? I don't know about you guys. Hot liquids, no thanks. But I'm running you right now with a $9 beer. I don't know if these guys are going to let me back in after this speech, though. That's sorry, that was a pretty lame attempt to break the ice. The ice. Hang on, man. So I always wanted to do that. All right. In all seriousness, I want to thank all you guys out there for coming. I know it's cold, January, hockey weather, baby.
Yeah.
We got one message we want to spread today. We love this team. Board, man, we hate that for
the hockey board.
After the speech, these guys tagged me to share some stats with you guys today. For anyone that reads the blog, I'm sure you know why they did that. If you have any kind of crazy Blue Jackets question about that's probably the guy you want to come to. For instance, who's a career leader in games played? Sports. Anybody? Joe Shelley, come on, guys. Alright, I've got 13 stats. 13 stats I want to share with you. Why am I picking 13 stats? Anybody? Number of games we won this year. Alright, 0. 0, the number of playoff wins. 1, the number of playoff appearances. 2, incompetent leaders in Negro play. 3 years of goaltending failures. 4, the number of coaches Priest and Housen have gone through. 5 years they've had to build a contender. 6, this is the 6th time we're going to finish last in the Central Division.
Wow.
7, Housen's summer mistake. Think about it. 8, the number of third period collapses. 9 games it took to win our first one this season. 10, the number of times we finished under 500. 11, we've had 11 first-round draft picks. 10 of those top 8, we've got 1 All-Star. 12. We've got 12 years of Jackets hockey. We're closer to a Dixie Cup instead of the Stanley Cup. 13 wins we've had through 48 games. That puts us on pace to finish with the worst record in Blue Jackets history. And you asked us while we're here. Now I've got a couple bonus stats for you. Any Doug McLean fans out there? When did I become a hockey expert? Exactly. In 6 years, his average winning percentage, .412. Pretty pathetic, right? 5 years under Housen and Priest. Guess what our winning percentage is? .470. Is that good enough?
No!
We've changed players. We only have 5 players on this roster from when Housen took over. Anybody name them? Nash. Mathot. Broussard. Anybody else? Kenzie. One more. Mason. You got? I think we've changed enough players. We've changed coaches. We've got 4 of those. Yet we're still pathetic. What we haven't changed is the culture. What both of these administrations have tried to do hasn't worked. We still have a culture of losing. What we need is a culture of winning. All right. So again, thank you guys for coming out. I think there's one thing we can all agree on. We'd much rather be out here celebrating in June than sitting here protesting in January. Thank you.
Yeah!
Thanks, John. You know, folks, they call me captain, but this next man earned his rank the old-fashioned way while serving in the Marines. You may know him better as the guy in the Jason mask. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Garrett.
It's pretty awesome, right?
Yeah!
It's a hockey town, baby. I want to say it's an honor and a privilege to be here with you all today. We come from different walks of life, but there is one thing that unites us all, and that is passion. Passion for the state of Ohio, passion for the city of Columbus, and passion for the Columbus Blue Jackets. I feel blood, sweat, and tears with you all over the past decade. And I've also shared a few singer bombs and full beverages as well. And we come here again to display our passion for everyone to see and hope for raising awareness to ownership, both majority and minority alike, to make them realize the situation at hand. I know I speak for many when I ask and I question just how passionate is our ownership and leadership. Do they really care about winning and losing? Do they take it to heart like we do? Are they consumed by it? Are they obsessed with winning hockey games? Because you better be if you want to survive in this league. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. I guess I'm a little bit competent as a speaker, like Bruce and House, and I'm really good at the job.
Oh! You're doing fine.
Matt 1 and 0. And right now, it appears that they treat this more like an expensive hobby than they do a professional franchise.
Yeah!
Fire up every single one of you. Your blood should be boiling right now. Good. Good. Bring the heat. Continue to bring it. This is because actions speak louder than words. And right now, the action of changing a coach and a player is not sufficient enough anymore. We need more action. We need real action. We need real change. We need a culture change. And it starts at the top. That is when we know that ownership is finally serious. And those are the actions that will speak to us. Quit deflecting responsibility. No more excuses of travel, injuries, suspensions. I know I'm sick of hearing those excuses. You guys sick of hearing those excuses?
Yeah!
It's time to be made accountable for your actions. I was told in boot camp on day 1, don't tell me how rocky the seas are, just bring the dang ship home. And that's what we got to do.
Yeah!
But today is a monumental day for a few reasons. Not because, well, one of them, I guess, is because we just displayed we're the best hockey town in America, right here. A few hundred people coming here on a full day. But I believe we will be able to reflect on this moment 5 years from now, and we will either say, this is when the Jackets turn around, or we're going to say, this is why Columbus no longer has an NHL team, because ownership continues to not listen to us. But it does not have to be this way. You know, you might have heard, and if you haven't, that Columbus is going to be hosting the NHL All-Star Game 1 year from now. Yeah, should be excited about that. This is a game the city deserves. This is a game Columbus deserves. And this is a game that the youth, the fans deserve. But you know what? You know who deserves their own personal All-Star team? You! And don't stop until you get it. And you know what that begins with? This young lady has right here, All-Star Management. It starts with All-Star Management. So if we're going to host an All-Star game, we better have All-Star Management to go with it. And I'm going to tell you right now, the first step is replacing Mike Priest, the president, and then going to Scott House and replacing him. Yeah! And we need to get experienced, proven NHL leadership in here to take over. Now, I want to take a time out here and thank the Jackets employees for all the hospitality, providing us hot beverages. I appreciate it. You guys have been really accommodating. But there's one thing that they forgot. But that's okay because we're here to help them, right? So we're going to help them out. I brought something. I remembered it for them.
Yeah!
We're going to need a little house clean supplies. We're going to have to clean up that front office up there right after this.
Yeah!
You bet. I don't mess around. But I want to challenge you guys. I want to tell you, don't ever stop being a fan. Don't ever stop. It is an amazing feeling to be a part of something bigger than yourself. To be a part of something so large. I really, honestly, I really mean it and genuine. I feel blessed to be a part of you guys and be here with you. This is awesome. This is just an awesome feeling to be here. And I want to tell you guys, continue to be vocal. Let that passion flow. We're each different in our fan identities, and that's what makes us great. I wear a Jason mask and run around and act like an idiot, and other people enjoy other things. That's fine. And I know I haven't done the hockey mask this year, but I lost a little bit of my spirit, and hopefully with the changes, we'll get that back. But I want you guys to help each other out. And we got to let them know that we're not going to be denied, and we will not stop. You guys have been up with this for 12 years. 12 years. Aren't you sick of it by now?
Yeah!
So, when John McConnell writes that letter and he's offering you a compromise, I'm going to tell you right now, don't compromise, don't stop. Let them know we're not going to quit. Continue to pour fire, continue to pour gasoline on this fire, and keep going with it. And let them know we're not going to stop until we get the changes that we need. I'm going to wrap it up here because I know you guys are probably a little bit full here, so don't worry. But I just want to let them know that we're not going to stop until we finally receive the changes that we need that gets us the great leadership that will land the Stanley Cup here in Columbus, Ohio. How about
Yeah!
I'm going to leave you with this quote, and this is something that always stuck with me. And I was told this by a Marine drill instructor who was a reconnaissance sniper. And he always told me, failure to prepare is preparing to fail. I'm going to say it one more time. Failure to prepare is preparing to fail. Well, it's no wonder the Jackets have been failing for a dozen years, and Priest and House have failed for 5 years. Because preparing comes from leadership, and our leadership has not prepared us, and that's a failure on them, and it's time for them to be accountable. So I want to thank you all, and I look forward to raising Lord Stanley up with you in Columbus, Ohio one day, and I guarantee you, and I promise you, that will happen in our lifetime. Thank you, and go Jackets!
Go Jackets!
Thank you, Matt. You know, it's funny that he mentioned about leadership because I wanted to share a quote with you all today. It's a quote from the late John McConnell. CEOs and managers who make poor decisions repeatedly will become less effective and will not reach the level of being considered true leaders. We clearly lack true leaders in this organization.
Yeah!
With that, I'd like to bring up our next speaker, Pat Long.
I like this room, man. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming out today. What has happened in the last week is nothing short of amazing. What with, nobody was thinking this a week ago. I want to take this opportunity to thank Captain Cornelius over here, who is our MC, for starting this on the HF message boards, and everybody for jumping on, and the rest of the media for jumping on board. This has been nothing short of fantastic. Thank you all for coming. This event has gotten a lot of attention, not just here in Columbus from the media here, but from media all over North America. We've got people that have been messaging us from all over North America, from Calgary, Vancouver, Toronto, St. Louis. A guy wrote us a really nice letter from Nashville the other day.
it was really heartfelt because the fans out there they see themselves in us. We're just hard luck versions of them. They're sports fans and we're sports fans, and nobody deserves this. What has happened to us over the last 12 years. And this just proves how strong the hockey community is here and how strong the hockey community is in this country and in Canada. Everybody's supporting us, not just out there, but here on Front Street. Everybody that's here today is a true fan. So thanks for coming. We've come together today because we have a couple common beliefs. One, we love Columbus. This is our home. It's a good home. It's a great place to raise a family, great place to live. Two, we love hockey. We're hockey fans. And three, and most importantly, we love this town's hockey team. That's the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's your Columbus Blue Jackets. It's my Columbus Blue Jackets. And that's important. It's my Columbus Blue Jackets. Let me put that in context. For those of you that grew up here in Columbus, we were all raised as Buckeye fans. To this day, the OSU-Michigan game is a very special day. Not only at my house, but probably at your house too. And as you know, it definitely is at our house. That's my daughter, everybody. She's 7. And speaking of the Buckeyes, you know how it is when you get a wedding invitation to a wedding in the fall. The first thing you do is you check the schedule to see who the Buckeyes are playing that week. Well, those of you that are laughing, you get it because you live in Columbus. You know it's that important here. And that's an example of ingrained culture. That's what people do here in town. My grandfather was an OSU fan. My father's an OSU fan. We were all Buckeyes. We all understand that. But when the CBJ came to town, I was instantly smitten. Here was a real live professional team that competed in the best league in the world. Here was a quote-unquote fringe sport that did not have a huge fan base in this region. Those of us lucky enough to attend the Columbus Chill games at the fairgrounds understood the attraction. Thank you. Thank you for the chill. That's right. Seeing live hockey is a real treat. Got to see it live. That's it's got to see what live, but it's a great quote because you do have to see hockey live to get it. My friends that don't get hockey, they don't go to games. You have to be there. You have to hear it. You have to be there at the game to understand hockey, really. That's right. And so the Columbus Blue Jackets became my team, not my dad's team, not my brother's team. They're my team. And I'm guessing quite a lot of you have a similar story about why you follow the Blue Jackets. And that team became my wife's team and my family's team. And then in 2006, we decided to take the plunge and become season ticket holders. Instantly, the fan experience changed. It became so much more. It's a lot more. When you're a season ticket holder and you go sometimes a couple times a week, it changes your experience completely. We got to know other fans much more personally. We joined a couple of fan organizations. We went to away games, like the Nashville trip. How many people here went to the Nashville trip? That was amazing. We got the victory in Nashville, and it was one of the highlights of my Blue Jackets experience was that trip. I joined an online hockey forum, the HF boards. I've been a member there for 5 years. I finally joined Twitter reluctantly last summer, just because I knew I was going to be out and about all day, and I wanted to hear what happened during the start of free agency. I wanted the updates now, and I was like, oh God, what has happened to me? But I'm on Twitter now because of that. My point is, CBJ hockey has become very important to my family. But lately, the team has my wife and I questioning our desire to renew our season tickets. Right?
Yes.
During our time as BSL owners, the perceived value of our tickets has fluctuated. It's gone from, I can easily find a friend willing to give me a couple bucks to go to the game with me, to sometimes I can find a friend to come, to the current, I cannot give these tickets away for free. How many times have you guys been to a game, your wife can't go, your friend can't go, you've got an extra ticket, and you're like, you call your friend, hey, you want to go? No. You want to go? No. All the time.
Why don't I have tickets anymore?
And as a fan base, I'm afraid we've generally accepted this for years because we blindly love this team, and we're just kind of happy to be a part of it. But not anymore. Not anymore. That's not good enough anymore. As my young children are growing up, I'm more pressed by time constraints and money restraints than ever before. I've got plenty of other things I could be doing with my money and my time, but I choose to give a lot of it to the Blue Jackets. A lot of my good friends now are Jacket fans. I meet at I go over to the R Bar before the game. There's groups of guys I hang out with. We have a cold one. Come over here to the game, see, shaking hands, how you doing? It's a big family. We're all a big family. The team is literally the laughing stock of the league. And watching the team play right now, it's easy to see why. Very few players act like they would trade a year of their life for tonight's 2 points. And that's what we need. We need people on the team that care. And the only people that can put those players there are a competent president and general manager. Those are the only people that can give you the team you deserve. If it's the same guys year after year, why is it going to be different? I believe it was Albert Einstein that said the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And I'm afraid that's what's happening right now. And that's what I'm afraid is going to happen next season as well, if these same guys are allowed to be the president and general manager of this team. And I know I'm not the only one out there questioning my desire to have my season tickets for next year. Right?
Yeah.
In the past, as soon as I get the letter in March, I mail it right back in. We get in there. We get our free, Steve Mason signed picture that hung in our house until we took it down.
Oh.
My wife literally looked at it. She was like, "Get that off my wall." I can't look at him anymore. I was like, "I love you, honey." Left side high. But if these same guys are going to be in charge next year, I'm waiting. I'm not going to be mailing. I'm going to get my letter, at the beginning of March, same as I always do. But I'm not going to send it back right away. I'm not. I'm going to wait this out. I'd like to urge you all to do the same. Put some heat on them. That's the one place you can hit them that they care about, evidently, is in the pocketbook. Granted, they're flush with having the highest percentage increase of attendance, but that's all kind of smoke and mirrors. As you know, they give away a lot of tickets. The $10 ticket deal for the season ticket holders, it's all smoke and mirrors. So I just want to reiterate, the only way we're going to get a different team is to change the people starting at the top. We need a new GM. He needs to hire we need a new president. He needs to hire a new GM, and he needs to hire a new coach. And they all have to be on the same page.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming out today, everybody.
Now, Brett.
Thank you, Pat. What happened to the guy in the Crosby sweater? Did Prieston house him take him for a Zamboni ride?
Oh!
I wanted to start again with the question that I began with earlier, which is, why are we here? We're here because sports fans in Central Ohio demand excellence. Excellence is not optional. We don't tolerate losing. We will not settle for being an also-ran. Now, I have a vision of a future. It's a possible future. It all depends on what happens from this day forward. In that vision, all of us are back here, and we're in this plaza, and we're all carrying signs again. But these are the signs that we're carrying. And the chance chants that will be chanting at that point will not be chants of frustration. They'll be chants of joy. I have another vision that follows this first vision. It's not too far after the first vision. And we're all on the State House lawn with a very special guest from Canada. Mr. McConnell, today you offered us a cup of coffee. But that's not the cup that we had in mind.
Yeah.
This is the goal. And now, the decision on whether or not we get the cup is left with the ownership. Thank you all. That ends this portion of our program. We'd now like to open up the mic to you to actually speak, with the caveat, of course, being try to keep it PG-13. So with that, if you want to proceed in a line in an orderly fashion, we're happy to turn the mics over to the fans.
Sure, yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name's Nico, and I've been a fan since day one. And the only thing I wanted to say is it's great that we got the All-Star game here next year. It'd be nice to have an All-Star to put in.
Hi everyone, my name's Patrick. I'm actually from the great city of Buffalo, New York. I've been a fan of hockey since 1990. I stand here with you today in solidarity for fellow hockey fans. No one deserves this. You guys deserve
Battery might be failing on me, so I'll keep this on until the phone dies.
Hi, my name's Ben. HF Boards, Keith B. Whittington, if anybody knows me. Thank you. I know most of you hate me, but let me just say that Hope and Faith was a sitcom. It's not a way to build an NHL team.
Hi guys, ex-Patriot Canadian, now proud American citizen.
Yay!
Except I spent 30 years in this BS with the Maple Leafs, and I finally gave up on hockey. Now it's starting all over again, and I won't be alive by the time something happens. So, if Brian Burke has got 4 advisors in the executive suite, and Detroit's got 4, and St. Louis has got 4, we don't just need a president and general manager. We need some experience to tell people, to swear at them, and something to bounce it off. So, go Jackets!
Yay! That's very good. Hey, my hands are turning blue. I think my battery's dying because the screen just went dim. It's still running, but it's just...
I've been a fan since day one. I've been playing hockey since I was a kid. I'm tired of this. This is bad. This is incompetent. I'm tired of the poor draft picks. I'm tired of the poor development. I'm tired of the bad free agents that we've had. The poor play. We've had enough. It's time to change. Change starts at the top. We need to move forward a new direction. It's time. Thank you. Woo!
I'm going to go say hi to Pat and those guys real quick here.
Well, I've been a hockey fan. My name's Will. I've been a hockey fan for as long as I can remember. Grew up in Detroit and got married, moved down here a couple years ago, and I love the Blue Jackets. They come to games. There was just we started dating with my brother-in-law, and he made a convert out of me. But I just want to say that hockey is the greatest sport in the world, and just this right here makes me so proud to be a hockey fan, so proud to be a Blue Jackets fan.
Anything to say to HS boards? We got 45 of the guys watching here. Live streaming. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Great job, guys.
Not really Robert.
Great job, guys. Great job. All right. All right. Battery is dying.
Who are you, by the way?
I'm the Z16. Yeah.
Oh, you've been on there.
I've met. I've never met you, Rob. Yeah.
Give us a franchise, give us a team that's worthy of this great city of Columbus, worthy of all the people that work in this building, the hundreds of people that work as vendors, and people of peace and other fans, and the great people of the city of Columbus. Go Blue Jackets!
All right. Signing off.